matchup. Hop on the Turnpike for a chance to see greatness on display. The Rack is the place to be on a Sunday night. Welcome to BGN basketball from Piscataway. Tonight, a doozy. We have got the 4th-ranked team in the country. Bo Ryan's surging Wisconsin Badgers in town. They are getting ready to put perfection on the line, taking on Eddie Jordan's Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside Sean Morris, I'm Eric Collins. Moments away from tipping it off. Before we do, here's our Buffalo Wild Wings starting lineup for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And a change to tell you about. Bishop Daniels back in the starting lineup. He replaces Mike Williams. Rutgers trying to get bigger, taking on this Badger team. Now for Wisconsin, huge news, big news, 7-foot news. No Frank Kaminsky. The All-American is out dealing with concussion-like symptoms. In his stead, we will see the sophomore Bronson Koenig making his first collegiate start. Sean Morris, no Frank Kaminsky. What does Wisconsin do to change things around?
They have to do a better job of rebounding en masse, and everything that Kaminsky gives you, you see his offensive stats. Also, 8 rebounds per ball game, second in the conference in that category, so they do get smaller. Rutgers still undersized along that front line, but Koenig very efficient with the basketball, Eric. Almost 5-to-1 assist-turnover ratio.
And this is relatively breaking news. Eddie Jordan at a shoot-around earlier today. They didn't know for certain that Frank Kaminsky would not play, so they were preparing to play against the senior 7-footer. Tap is won by Wisconsin. Just the 4th meeting all time between the Badgers and Scarlet Knights. Wisconsin has never lost against Rutgers. Jackson, Nigel Hayes. Inside, Decker was open, but simply lost the handle on the basketball. That is a rare turnover for Wisconsin. And Bo Ryan won't be pleased with that. His team averages just 8 turnovers per game. 14th year now for Bo on that sideline. Wisconsin's all-time leader in basketball victories. Here's Kareem Jack, under the weather today at shoot-around. A little bit of a stomach issue, but he's in the lineup. We'll see how he plays. Here's Miles Mack.
Nice show by Decker.
Jack faces up on Decker, misses his first shot.
This is a team in Rutgers, Eric, that really struggles to score. Last in the conference in scoring, field goal percentage, and 3-point accuracy.
But there is some energy in the building. A big crowd on a Sunday night. A lot of people interested in seeing what this Wisconsin team's all about. Decker misses the Badgers' first shot.
That's where Rutgers wants Wisconsin to have to try to operate. During the shoot-around today, Eric, they really emphasized taking away things at the rim and utilizing their lack of size to try to push Wisconsin outside.
Jack leaves it for Mack. His first shot. Everything but down. Yeah, Wisconsin 3-0 in Big Ten play, but coming off a poor shooting night against Purdue on Wednesday. Here's the sophomore Koenig. Creative move to get open. This kid's got a chance to be real good.
Koenig showed you what he was capable of doing last year, but you can't afford to rest on your accolades, and he gets stood up there because he got out of his stance with the hesitation dribble. But Koenig started to come on offensively last year. The last month of the season and well into the NCAA tournament play was very important for them as they won the tournament down in the Bahamas earlier this season.
Senior Jackson. Nigel Hayes, coming of age in his sophomore season. Little shimmy shake. And the reverse comes up empty, but he gets his own miss.
And it does not reset the shot clock because it didn't draw iron, and Decker makes that a moot point.
5-2 lead for Wisconsin. No, they're going to say that was a long 2, so it's 4-2 the lead. Coming right back, and with a free throw opportunity, junior E2 will shoot a pair.
Well, Koenig showing you his offensive skills. Nice use of the up and under fake, the head fake, step back jump shot. Very difficult shot to defend. Koenig getting off in transition, but Rutgers answers very well on their secondary break there, Eric. A nice dive, cut, and feed. They'll have a chance to cut into this lead with the foul line.
E2, 77% at the stripe. Well, Eddie Jordan trying to get things figured out here at his alma mater, now in his 2nd season. He is the all-time leader in steals and assists here for the Scarlet Knights. Here during the program's zenith back in the mid-70s.
Made it to the Final Four in 1976. Other teams in that Final Four: Indiana, Michigan, UCLA.
So history showed there were 3 Big Ten teams in the 76 Final Four. That's pretty cool. Here's Jackson working on the block against Mack. Quickly double team. Almost a turnover. Great catch by Decker.
How about the athletic ability by Decker to pick that up off his shoe tops? Saved a turnover.
Mack in transition. Again, everything but down for the senior.
And you can see that Rutgers understands they can't try to operate in the half-court set. When they have an open shot in transition, they need to convert.
Crafty move. Trayvon Jackson, his first pair. Rutgers down 8-4. Greg Lewis, his first attempt is good. Elbow extended.
Nice little use of the inside pivot by Lewis to create space between himself and Hayes. Somewhere Jack Sikma is smiling. He made that move famous.
Here Koenig being funneled left side. Instead gives it up to Josh Gosser. Gosser's first shot too strong. E2, and he traveled before getting that move underway. That's turnover number 1 for the Scarlet Knights. Wisconsin wins over Penn State, Northwestern, and Purdue. Trying to get to 4-0. They'll take on Nebraska on Thursday. Thinking is that Frank Kaminsky may be able to play on Thursday against the Cornhuskers. Here's Gosser, open look. More often than not, that goes down.
He's a 45% shooter from deep, has missed his last 2 offerings.
Jack and Mack playing keep away. The pass too strong, but it's last touched by Decker. It will be Rutgers' ball in a moment.
Offensive flow kind of slow in coming in the absence of Kaminsky, but a nice catch off a very difficult pass by Sam Decker. Wisconsin finds themselves up 2 in a dogfight here in Rutgers.
I make a lot of purchases for my business, and I get a lot in return with Ink Plus from Chase. Like 60,000 bonus points when I spent $5,000 in the first 3 months after I opened my account.
And I earned 5 times the rewards on internet phone services and at office supply stores.
With Ink Plus, I can choose how to redeem my points. Travel, gift cards, even cash back. And my rewards points won't expire.
So you can make owning a business even more rewarding. Ink from Chase, so you can.
That'll be $17.94.
How about we call it 13?
How about we what?
14?
Ma'am, we don't haggle on price.
$15.50.
You could save a lot of money by buying a 6-pack in the aisle.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Save big on 6 packs of 5-Hour Energy.
It was January 14th, 2011, playoff time. When mere mortals fall, but the great ones create their own destiny. Like Barry Patterson and his against all odds Hail Barry. He launched it past the front line, cleared the secondary, and threaded the needle to victory.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. Dad, look who it is.
I see who it is.
6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Well, the Wisconsin Badgers 7-0 to begin this season. They were ranked as high as number 2. Only loss against the Duke Blue Devils. No shame in that. They finished the non-conference portion of their schedule 12-1, and so far 3 quick wins to begin Big Ten Conference play. And right now an early lead over the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside my partner, Sean Morris, I am Eric Collins. No Frank Kaminsky tonight. He's got concussion-like symptoms, will not play. This is a big deal. You know, Wisconsin, they want to run the table from now on.
Especially rebounding the basketball. This is a team in Wisconsin. They have the second leading individual rebounder in Kaminsky. They're well +7 in rebounding category on the course of the season, so they get smaller, but Koenig gives them a different dimension in terms of handling the basketball. We talked about he's very efficient, a 5-to-1 assist-turnover ratio. Rutgers have to be very impressed with their effort thus far. They've had some wide-open shots, just haven't been able to knock them down from the perimeter.
Yeah, Wisconsin very cognizant of the fact that they are the only remaining unbeaten team in Big Ten play. Obviously, they have big-time goals this year. Winning the Big Ten regular season is the first goal that they're trying to attain. Up against the shot clock. Shots missed by Kadeem Jack. Wisconsin basketball. Wisconsin 15-1. It's the third 15-1 start under Bo Ryan in the last 10 years.
And the second consecutive such start. And Rutgers, you can't complain about the shots they've been getting. Another excellent job of executing by Jack, just not able to convert at the rim.
Here's Decker going one-on-one. Koenig. One-handed rebound inside by Mack, and now he'll bring the ball up. E2, face-up jumper. Again, shots just not going in for the Scarlet Knights.
Let's see if Wisconsin tries to get something going toward the rim. Either a post-up or reverse the basketball on a dribble drive.
Spin inside, and Decker goes wanting. Both teams still playing with the 5 they began the game with. We've gone through 6 minutes so far with the same 10 men on the floor.
He walked, yep.
And a travel on Jack. Big Ten Digital Network is now BTN Plus, available on BTN to go. Subscribe to BTN Plus and gain access to hundreds of non-televised games. Then enjoy them on more platforms wherever you are. Get BTN Plus now, available on BTN to go.
That last turnover by Rutgers, really an area of concern for them coming into the ballgame. Last time out on the road at Nebraska, the Scarlet Knights turned it over 19 times.
Changes for both sides. For Wisconsin, Vito Brown into the game early. Also into the game, Dukin. For Rutgers, their change, DJ Foreman enters the contest. And DJ Foreman just picked up a personal foul. So it's Jackson, Dukin, Gosser, Vito Brown, and Nigel Hayes. The 5 on the floor for the 4th-ranked team in the country. Dukin.
Really nice job defensively until you don't get to the rim. That was something that Rutgers was really concerned about. They wanted to keep that lane packed, but they understood that they had to dive to the rim. Vito Brown shows you what happens when you don't do that.
Here's the freshman Foreman. Hands it off to Daniels. Daniels turns the corner and then slips. That's the 3rd travel we've had in the first 7 minutes for Rutgers. Jackson's pass eludes Dukin, so back-to-back turnovers.
Just a rare breakdown in terms of mental passing decision by Jackson there. Just really threw it to nobody.
Here's Jack going one-on-one. A little bit of a bump, nothing called. First 2 for the senior Jack. Mentioned he's a little bit under the weather, but he's been active so far.
Nice job of isolating Jack on that side of the floor. He had a very similar situation a few possessions ago against Decker, just wasn't able to convert.
Badger lead is 2. Here's Gosser. Shot clock at 10. Vito Brown steps in. nice offensive start for the sophomore Brown. He averages 2 points. He's got 4.
Very efficient, 50% shooter coming into the ballgame.
Mack. Tap out, rebound, Lewis. Fresh shot clock for the Scarlet Knights. Jack. He had Dukin in his face, altering the shot.
Nice job by Dukin of walling up and not going for that up and under fake by Jack.
Jackson, Dukin. Goster's been posting up on that block, working against Mack. And he'll be rewarded. He is fouled by Greg Lewis. No shot. It'll be Wisconsin ball in a moment.
Well, Frank Kaminsky is out. Vito Brown, a nice lift off the bench offensively for Wisconsin. 2 of 2 from the floor. Wisconsin up by the same amount.
The Motors Insurance Group protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. Motors Group of companies and independent agents in Big Ten country offer quality products backed by unparalleled claim service to protect your home, autos, business, and life. And because they have policyholders and not shareholders, serving your best interest is their only focus. This is Jim Jackson. Defend your peace of mind with a championship team. The Motors Insurance Group. You know us. Member of the National Association of Mutual Insurance Companies.
Staples has everything you need for an attention-grabbing presentation. Brochures, business cards, and banners, all at low prices. Still need to grab your client's attention? Staples has that stuff too.
How much?
Make on budget happen, make presentations happen. Staples, make more happen.
Asiago, over here, over here. Asiago.
There's only one chicken sandwich this exciting. Wendy's Asiago Ranch Chicken Club with rich Asiago, thick-cut bacon, and creamy ranch.
Want a lean, flat stomach? Now, Navy SEAL has invented the ultimate ab machine, the Ab Carver Pro. Inside is a carbon steel spring that coils up and then pushes back for the most powerful way to carve your core. The Ab Carver Pro is only 2 payments of $19.95. We'll include a set of Perfect Fitness knee pads free. And now the Ab Carver is completely risk-free.
We will refund all of your money and even pay for return shipping if you're not 100% satisfied.
Get yours at abcarverpro.com or these retailers.
You really want to be the 88th person out on the course in khakis? If not, then golfknickers.com has your look. With the world's greatest selection of golf knickers, argyle socks, and sweaters, golfknickers.com has the looks that'll get you noticed and create those lasting memories. An afternoon with friends, corporate outings, best dress competitions, wedding weekends, or school team and staff uniforms. Start building your memories. For a free catalog, come see us at golfknickers.com.
Welcome back to Rutgers. Wisconsin, one of the most fundamentally sound teams you're going to see, executing one of the oldest plays in the game. The screen and the roll. And defensively, Eric, you have to show and then get back toward the rim. They don't do that. Vito Brown slips, scores, points in the paint. A reason right now Wisconsin is up. 6 of their 12 points have come in the paint. They gave up, did the Scarlet Knights, 36 points in the paint last time out versus Nebraska.
And, Sean, I got to mention it for people at home. This crowd has been electrified. Just a moment ago, a guy made a half-court shot for a free set of tires. And this place just erupted. Really cool moment. Wisconsin inserts Zach Showalter into the game. Sophomore from Germantown, Wisconsin. Gets in the game earlier than normal. Decker, no. Showalter almost tapped it in. Vito Brown misses from in close. Mike Williams into the game for Rutgers. He'll bring it across the timeline. Shaquille Dorset also in. 7-footer from the Netherlands. He wears number 40 in white. This is Dorset. Williams off-balance shot, spins around and falls out.
Nice job by Bronson Koenig of utilizing his size advantage. Walled up, made Rutgers shoot over the top.
Dukin left alone.
Yeah, if you're Rutgers, you have to be there on the catch. He's a rhythm three-point shooter. He showed it for them down in the Bahamas most recently against Northwestern last week. You have to jam him and make him put the ball on the floor. That will diminish his effectiveness accordingly.
Mack from the elbow. That's his first make. Had been 0 for 3 from behind the arc. Only meeting of the year between Wisconsin and Rutgers.
Good job there by DJ Foreman. Last cut by Wisconsin. He did a very good job of disrupting it.
Brown. Rebounded by Williams, and he's fouled.
Well, for Rutgers to have a chance to pull the upset, Eric, their leading scorer, Miles Mack, is going to have a big night. You mentioned he'd struggled from behind the arc, but a nice job of pulling up at that elbow, not penetrating too deeply into that much larger Wisconsin front line.
Pretty good numbers from Miles Mack. Closing in on 1,500 career points. He is the third guy on the list. We're talking about steals leaders in the history of Rutgers basketball. Guy on top of that list is head coach Eddie Jordan. Nigel Hayes fouled on his trip into the paint. Call the foul on Dorson.
Number 4, Miles Mack. First personal. Team foul. Back in the game for the Scarlet Knights. Number 2, Bishop Daniels.
Wisconsin, they've won 8 consecutive games in their last 5 non-conference games. Then wins over Penn State, Northwestern, and Purdue. Steal of the inbounds. This is Daniels. Bodies flying. That'll be a block on Showalter. And we'll have free throws for Daniels.
Pretty good job by Showalter. He was on an island defensively, Eric. Rutgers on the live ball turnover attacks. Showalter did the only thing he could do and put it in the officials' hands. Maybe a block charge call, but a good job by Rutgers in attacking off the bounce.
So the transfer from Miami. 2 free throws. He makes the first. Bishop Daniels, tonight's Motel 6 6th man. Now, he wasn't the starting lineup today, but he's been coming off the bench for the last 11 games. And that's just something that Eddie Jordan felt fit him for the way his game has been rounding out. Didn't play last year at the Division I level after transferring. But today getting the start with Mike Williams going back to the bench just because Eddie Jordan thought the matchup was better and liked the size of Daniels better than the shooting ability of Williams. Decker inside, count the goal, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Best job Wisconsin has done thus far in spacing the floor. Look how wide they have Rutgers spaced out defensively. The double team is a little short. You're late getting over on the rotation. Excellent post feed. One of the lost arts in this great game of basketball is how to feed the post. Dukin shows you how. Leads his teammate Decker right into the shooting motion, and good upper body strength allows Decker to complete the 3-point play.
Decker now with 7 first half points. He averages a little over 12 points per ball game. You'd imagine with Kaminsky in street clothes today that Decker's thinking closer to 20 is the goal against Rutgers. Williams. One and done. Another rebound, Nigel Hayes. He's now got 7 first half rebounds. Hayes, look at how quickly he got past his man.
He may be a sophomore academically. He's got a PhD in basketball, Eric. He understands angles, he understands shot fakes, and he understands how to effectively use the dribble. No wasted motion there by Hayes from the high post.
Well coached in high school out of Toledo, Whitmer, powerhouse in Northwest Ohio. And another travel called against Rutgers.
Now watch Hayes, the shot fake, get your defender up out of his stance, attack that inside hip. You don't have to be the fastest guy for 94 feet. You have to be the fastest guy for about 2.5 feet. Once you get your body and your trunk by the defender, you've done your job. Hayes shows you why there.
Massive improvement from the freshman campaign to the sophomore season. Nigel Hayes. Hard to believe he averaged just 2.5 rebounds per game. He's already got 7 here in the first 13 minutes. Jackson, Dukin, Hayes playing keep away on the perimeter. finally, it's Decker who works his way free inside.
And Decker that time should thank Hayes for another excellent post feed. Away from the defense, toward the basket, exactly where you want it to go. Decker able to catch and complete.
So Rutgers in trouble early. They're being doubled right now by the 4th-ranked team in the country. Fresh shot clock on the offensive rebound by Itu. Daniels. Hey, that was an impressive drive. Got all the way to the rack against one of the better defenses in the country.
Nice use of the crossover dribble by Daniels and completing on the left side of the basket. Nice job of spacing the floor in their own right by Rutgers there.
Look at the spin. Nigel Hayes again. Chance for the three-point play. He's a dancing bear inside.
And he stuck the landing. Nice job by Hayes of showing his versatility. The high post. Here he's the recipient. Turn the corner, spin, wash, repeat. Wisconsin up 11. Give us the lead, say the Badgers.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and we're here in Detroit with our amazing team members.
The best thing about working with Quicken Loans is that you have a mortgage expert on the other line that's always going to find out the best possible solution. We don't just treat you as a loan number. We want to make sure that we help you out.
We're people just like them, you know, and we know that they have jobs, they have kids, they have soccer.
Their home is where their heart is.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we take care of them.
Call Quicken Loans today for a mortgage experience that's engineered to amaze.
Every truck can tow a boat. Every truck can climb a hill. Every truck can haul a trailer. But not everyone can say they're the fastest growing truck brand in America. Guts, glory, Ram.
Buy NBA League Pass and watch the excitement of the season with this special holiday offer. You'll get live NBA games on your TV, computer, tablet, and phone. Watch the incredible action anywhere. Buy NBA League Pass and save $30 with this special holiday offer. To order now, call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or visit directtv.com/NBA.
Jim and Jenny were shopping for razors. Jim bought a big brand razor and immediately felt the burn in his wallet. Jenny picked a low-cost razor and got nicks, cuts, and razor burn. 800razors.com stops the burn. We sell American-made razors that compare to the big brands for about half the price. Our razors are so good that 9 out of 10 of our customers say our shave is as good or better than the shave they get now. We don't know about the other guy. Now, you can live burn-free. Go to 800razors.com.
Tonight on The Journey.
I don't really like the attention, to be completely honest. I'd rather just let our play do the talking instead of letting other people talk about us.
Yeah, we're just getting started tonight here on BTN. First, it's going to be the season premiere of The Journey. That's going to be a Frank Kaminsky extravaganza. And then it's an all-new taste of coaching with Seth Davis. Later tonight, Big Ten basketball and beyond wraps up the entire weekend. It all starts 10:30 Eastern Time tonight on BTN. Frank Kaminsky not playing today. He got bonked in the face earlier this week against Purdue. Jared Haas got him, feeling concussion-like symptoms after the game. So he's missing his first game since his sophomore season. So far, so good for the Badgers playing without Kaminsky. Their lead is 12 against Rutgers. Jack got deep inside and throws it in.
Kadeem Jack has shown me something in terms of his willingness to attack off the dribble. They've isolated him down there on the block. He missed his first opportunity against Decker, but has completed the last 2.
Here's Dukin now working against Jack. Nigel Hayes again, the blow-by.
And the ability to complete with the offhand. Hayes picking up offensively, but more importantly for Wisconsin, rebounding. 7 rebounds thus far with the conference's second leading rebounder, Kaminsky on the bench.
And look at Decker give it up. Decker dives, gets it over to Jackson, who runs it down the floor, over to Dukin. Tap out by Hayes.
Let's see now if they try to get Gosser down on the block with the smaller Miles Mack guarding him.
And Gosser's got that old man game. He can post up. Decker inside, misses the punch, but Johnny on the spot rebound for Josh Gosser.
We usually have to join the sanitation union to pick up garbage like that, but it's 2 points for Gosser. That's all that matters.
Senior Gosser, his first bucket. Gosser closing in on 1,000 career points. The season's over. There's a chance that Wisconsin's going to have 4 1,000 career point scorers. Kareem Jack taking it to Dukin.
And Jack, they're just clearing out a side of the floor. You're seeing, I think, some of the NBA experience of Coach Jordan. They like the matchup they see with Jack. They're isolating it, and so far Jack is delivering.
Nobody stopped the ball. Jackson misses the pull-up. Mack, his numbers right now for Rutgers, a 4-on-3, and it results in 2 for Daniels.
Nice job in transition by Rutgers. The kick ahead, and Daniels understanding he didn't want to put himself in a position to draw and charge a rhythm dribble in the mid-range jump shot.
7 first-half points for Bishop Daniels. Welcome back to the starting lineup. Hayes fouled. He's pushed by Lewis, starting his drive.
Nigel Hayes showing you his entire offensive arsenal here. Little shake, get your defender out of your stance, and showing the ability to create with the offhand. And again, a small, savvy thing by Hayes, keeping the possession alive. Decker not able to convert, but they don't put a body on Gosser, who's there to clean up the mess.
That last foul on Nigel Hayes was called on Greg Lewis. Lewis now has 3 personal fouls, and he'll have to go to the bench. He's replaced by Malik Coney. Coney wears number 0. He'll try and keep up with Nigel Hayes. That may not be a fair fight. Coney only weighs 200 pounds. Vito Brown back into the game for the Badgers. 4 minutes to play here in our first half. Jackson got inside. Rutgers back the ball. Timeout on the floor. Wisconsin enjoying their trip to New Jersey. Mo Ryan's bunch up by 10.
Headed out of town for those big away games? Then book a clean, comfortable room for the lowest price of any national chain at Motel 6. That's what you call a classic layup. Count it. We'll leave the light on for you. Official economy lodging partner of the Big Ten Conference.
June 2010. A day fans will remember forever. With time ticking down, Rick Noble was inches away from glory, but couldn't find daylight. He tried the cutback, the spin move, and going up the middle. There was only one option left. His now famous trick play, the triple fork Noble. And he scored.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Now all he needed was a beer.
What makes it an SUV is what you can get into it. What makes it an NX is what you can get out of it. Introducing the first ever Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. Once you go beyond utility, there's no going back.
Rick Piso, Mike DeCourcy, and Jim Jackson examine how the events of the week in the Big Ten impact college basketball's national landscape. BTN Basketball and Beyond, presented by the Motorist Insurance Group. Tonight on BTN.
Next time on A Taste of Coaching with Seth Davis.
I don't ever walk onto the floor and say, you know what, I'm going to outcoach that guy. Yeah. I'm going to outsmart him. I'm smarter than him.
It was a great experience. The only bad thing about it really was the losing.
Yeah, this is like sporting nirvana for all the people back in Wisconsin. You got a chance to see the Packers. Big win this afternoon, and getting a chance to see the 4th-ranked team in the country doing good work early against Rutgers. Aaron Rodgers and the boys making it happen, and these guys were watching Bo Ryan, a massive heart of a guy. He had his shoot-around early in the morning and made sure that the guys could watch the Packer game as a unit this afternoon.
And you saw the road success enjoyed by Wisconsin. No surprise there, Eric. They take care of the basketball. They don't provide any ammunition for the opposition to beat them. They make their foul shots. If you beat Wisconsin, you have to do it. They're not going to do anything to help you regardless of the venue.
And again, Kadeem Jack continues to be a tough cover. Wisconsin has tried a whole bunch of different bodies on him. That time it was Vito Brown picking up the personal foul, and Jack will shoot 2 free throws.
And again, the NBA influence readily apparent for Rutgers. Coach Jordan has seen the fact that he likes that matchup regardless of who is defending Kadeem Jack, and he's going right to it. And it's like playing football. If no one is stopping off tackle right, keep running until they do. Don't outthink yourself. No one's ever accused me of that, Eric.
I think maybe the Rutgers coaching staff playing possum with us. We were at shoot-around this afternoon, and they really didn't think Kadeem Jack was going to be able to give it a go. They were talking about different lineups with him not in it, dealing with a stomach issue, but he has been springy, he's been active, and he's been effective here in our first half. Here's Nigel Hayes.
You're seeing that, showing the double, forcing the post player to give it up. Nice adjustment defensively by Rutgers.
Shot clock at 10. Koenig finds Brown.
Oh, they missed Hayes. He'd ridden his defender all the way up the lane, and they missed him.
Now Hayes, shot clock at 0. Throws up a wild shot. Great team defense by Rutgers. That'll go down as a turnover. Turnover number 4 for Wisconsin. It's the same amount of turnovers as Rutgers.
Let's see if they go right back to Kadeem Jack.
Here's Jack. Hangs in the air and commits the offensive foul. Ran into Sam Decker. Personal foul on Jack.
And what they got him with, Eric, nice rip-through move, but watch the inside or left arm. Good call. He's clearing space with that inside arm, a little bit of a swim move. Excellent catch by the official there.
Second foul on Kadeem Jack. And Wisconsin up 8 with the ball. This is the starting 5 that began the game for the Badgers. Remember, Frank Kaminsky out, dealing with concussion-like symptoms. And Sam Decker will go to the free throw line.
Nice job of spacing the floor by Wisconsin. The ball reversal, it starts with a tough screen. Koenig frees up Decker to step into the short corner, goes into the lane, spins away from pressure, and is able to put up an offering with the offer left hand.
Decker will shoot a pair. Now, Bo Ryan has been a very good head coach, but he also has a terrific training staff. He has had the luxury of having the same starting 5 that begin the season, end the season for a while now. It's been 77 consecutive games since one of his starters missed a game until tonight. Last time a starter missed a game was 2012. Mike Bruzewitz had to miss a contest. Bruzewitz graduated 2 years ago. Off the window, Malik Koenig getting it done. First 2 for Koenig.
Now the smaller Miles Mack is guarding Koenig. Let's see if Wisconsin tries to put the ball in Koenig's hand and take advantage of that going toward the rim. Good job by Mack of beating him to a spot.
Now Hayes has Daniels on him. Jackson deep inside, rolls it in with the right hand.
And that play, that driving angle was made even wider because of Nigel Hayes. He took completely out the weak side help, walled them off. Excellent, excellent play by Nigel Hayes away from the basketball.
Daniels has it stolen away for a moment by the Badgers, and Gusser, oh, he's done that for 5 years. The first man on the floor, he keeps the ball with Wisconsin.
And it's the little things that allow you to go on the road and have the success that Wisconsin has had recently. few possessions ago, the most recent offensive possession, the nice job by Nigel Hayes, and then getting extra possessions. How do you do that? Giving up your body. Gosser does it there. Timeout is called, and Wisconsin will go the other way.
Yeah, this is a massive week for the Big Ten. The Ohio State Buckeyes are 1 win away from the football championship. BTN covers it all. Monday, 7 Eastern, pregame show at the Last Word from the stadium. An exclusive sit-down with Sugar Bowl hero Ezekiel Elliott. And when the action's over, hear all the reaction from players and coaches on the postgame show. It all starts tomorrow, 7 Eastern, right here on BTN. Sean, you got a pick for me. Ohio State, Oregon.
Ohio State.
Cardale Jones, what a story that's been in Columbus. Third-string quarterback gunning for the national championship.
A guy to keep an eye on who does all the little things. We talked about the job that Gosser does in that football game. Keep an eye on
Evan Spencer. You're thinking alike.
That ought to scare you.
Here's Gosser. Nigel Hayes, offensive carom. Fans thought he pushed off of Miles Mack. Koenig, buries it from deep. First three-pointer for Koenig.
And Hayes, again, keeps the possession alive. Not only does he corral the rebound, but he maintains his composure as there were 3 Scarlet Knights swarming him.
Is it possible that Wisconsin could have 3 first-team All-Big Ten guys on their front wall? Kaminsky, Decker, and Hayes are playing magnificently this year. All of a sudden, Rutgers find themselves down by 12. Coney. Jack. Shot clock down to 2. 13.6 remaining. Wisconsin's got it. Stay tuned for analysis, predictions, and more on the State Farm halftime report. We've got Mike Hall and Jess Settles standing by. It's good talent back in Chicago. It's good talent for Wisconsin. Nigel Hayes.
Nigel Hayes, not only does he corral the rebound, Eric, but he maintains his composure and his vision. There were 3 white jerseys. They're going to descend upon him, and he kicks it out to Koenig. And that's a more difficult shot than it looks for Koenig. Look where he had to catch that basketball. The pass from Hayes was made to Koenig under duress. Koenig had to go down to about his knee level to put it into the shooting pocket.
Now, Bo Ryan doesn't want to waste any possessions. Calls the timeout with 13.6 remaining. They'll have to go the full length of the floor. Decker will inbound it.
14 seconds, certainly a lot of time. And if you're Wisconsin, with the way Hayes has attacked the offensive glass, you might want to get something going toward the basket, a little bit under 5 seconds to allow Hayes maybe a path to the rim for a putback.
Decker going to have to fire. Long 2-pointer. And that will do it. So, Rutgers, for a while, going toe-to-toe with the 4th-ranked team in the country. But after 20 minutes, Eddie Jordan's punched down by a cool dozen. 35-23 our score here at the Rack as we make it to halftime. After the break, Mike Hall and the crew will handle halftime duties on the State Farm Halftime Report.
Introducing the State Farm National Bureau of Assists. Sebastian Curry, twin of Stephen Curry, has a master's in disasters. Summer Bird, twin of Sue Bird, stops at nothing except stoplights. Darius Lillard, twin of Damian Lillard, says there's no I in assist. Don Stockton, twin of John Stockton, Chief Assist Officer. And of course, Cliff Paul, assisting has a new starting 5.
Guys, you know they got 6-packs in the aisles now. Save tons of money.
Save big on 6-packs of 5-Hour Energy.
Lazy bones, loafing through the day. always seem to find the easy way, moving like you're rolling away. Never heard a word I say.
All over America, entire families are backsliding. We're no longer just sedentary, we're stationary, and that's bad news for your bones. At any age, bones need weight-bearing activity to grow strong and stay strong. So go outside, take the steps, play with the dog. Just get up, get out, get moving.
Never keep your bones that way. Never heard a word I say.
A public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
They are the only undefeated team left in Big Ten Conference play, and we're seeing why. Mike Hall and Jess Settles here at the State Farm Halftime Report. Comfortable 12-point lead for the Badgers at the break. No Frank Kaminsky, not playing with concussion-like symptoms, and Nigel Hayes says, that's okay, I'll take over from here.
No Kaminsky, no problem. Nigel Hayes, the happiest guy in Wisconsin to be able to show America that he's one of the best forwards in the country. Wisconsin, the best, most versatile front line in the country, and you see the skill set. This is the power forward, Mike, making the pass from the top of the key to Decker with the reverse layup. One of the better forward passers in the game. They're working the two-man game very effectively. Now he shows his guard skills. The little scoop with the left hand off the glass. Beautiful move by Hayes. And now I'm going to show you a little shimmy, a little shake, another left hand. I talked to Gary Close, the top assistant for Wisconsin, a few days ago, and he said if Nigel Hayes was on any other team, he would be a Player of the Year candidate. He's proving it tonight.
Is there anything Rutgers can do to get back in this game?
Well, they have to be able to score the basketball. They're the worst team in the league, field goal percentage-wise and scoring, so they're going to have to find a bunch of threes. But that's not easy to do against Wisconsin, and the Badgers do not turn the ball over, and they don't foul. A big-time task ahead for Rutgers in the second half.
Wisconsin, 20 minutes away from their 9th straight win. Remember, the last time they lost was December 3rd. That's the only loss they have this season. That game, of course, was against Duke. We come back here on the State Farm Halftime Report. Check in on the early action today is Northwestern and Michigan State. Great game. We're talking overtime in this one. Plus, we preview the game that's coming your way when this one ends. It's Illinois and Nebraska. It's all coming up after this here on BTN.
Staples has everything you need for an attention-grabbing presentation. Brochures, business cards, and banners, all at low prices. Still need to grab your client's attention? Staples has that stuff too.
How much?
Make on budget happen. Make
with 18 points, 10 assists. How good was Trey Demps on this day?
Those big away games? Then book a clean, comfortable room for the lowest price of any national chain at Motel 6. That's what you call a classic layup. Count it. We'll leave the light on for you. Official economy lodging partner of the Big Ten Conference.
There's only one chicken sandwich this exciting. Wendy's Asiago Ranch Chicken Club with rich Asiago, thick-cut bacon, and creamy ranch.
People from all walks of life compete to beat my Skullbuster. If you think you got what it takes, bring it. That's what I'm talking about. When you think you've seen it all, you get a matchup like this. I designed this course myself. Come get some. Oh, what a battle. Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge. New episode tonight at 8, 7 Central on CMT. Channel 327.
You like bacon?
I like bacon.
You'll want the DQ $5 lunch with a bacon cheeseburger.
I like bacon.
All for just $5.
The DQ $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. This is fan food.
I like sundaes.
Big brand razor companies have been burning people with their outrageous prices for years. At 800razors.com, we stop the burn. We sell American-made razors that compare to the big brands for about half the price. Now, you can live burn-free. Go to 800razors.com.
Mike and Jess continuing on here at halftime. When this game is done, stay tuned to BTN because we got another game, an important one for both the Fighting Illini and the Cornhuskers. This is an Illinois team that is without Rayvonte Rice. He broke his hand. He's going to be out 3 to 6 weeks. But in their first game without him, Jess, they took down a top 10 ranked team in Maryland.
Hey, they came out and played the way John Gross wants them to play, with a lot of toughness and a lot of fight. Illinois has a ton of firepower, but Mike, it comes down to shot selection for them tonight. Ahmad Starks with the brick, the 4-shot. Here's Cosby. Oh, I don't like what I see. I'll just fire it up. That's not how they need to play. They need dribble penetration. There's a high percentage shot by Malcolm Hill, who's a star in the making. And then Cosby, I'll just settle over here and let the point guard make a play for me and knock in the shot. That's the way Illinois has to play. If they come out and take high percentage shots tonight, they can win this ballgame. If they don't, they're going to get run out by Nebraska at home.
Now we'll see if they can shut down Petaway and Shields. Remember, Shields last year against Illinois set his all-time career high by dropping 33 points. That's coming up later on here on BTN when this game is done. But first, your game has to end. Sam Decker would not like it to end. He's already got double digits at the break. Eric and Sean back after this here on BTN.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. Dad, look who it is.
I see who it is.
6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Let Quicken Loans help you save your money with a mortgage that's engineered to amaze.
Thanks, G.
Easy chip shot. So much for overtime. Best overtime ever.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Next, the doubleheader continues as Malcolm Hill and the Illini throw down with Teran Petaway and the Huskers in Lincoln. Big Ten basketball continues next on BTN and BTN to go.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Big Ten Conference and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Big Ten Conference.
The Drums of Thunder performing here at halftime at the Rack. They were fantastic. And so far, so good for the 4th-ranked team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, on top of Rutgers with my partner, Sean Morris. I'm Eric Collins. It wasn't just the manner in which Wisconsin scored their points against Rutgers. It was the way in which they played as a team and the small things they did that impressed you.
Especially in the absence of Frank Kaminsky, a guy that they were able to throw the ball into consistently. But feeding the post, Eric, is so important. It sounds like a little thing, but it's not. Excellent pass away from the defense. Only your teammate can get it for the catch and complete. Excellent post position by Nigel Hayes. Spin, complete. Showing his full versatility, especially on this sequence. Does not panic. You play through the post in a different way. You're surrounded. You kick it back out on the scramble situation. And Sam Decker getting it done. Kadeem Jack, I've been very impressed with how they've isolated him on either side of the floor and allowed him to go to work.
Yeah, our auto owners game leaders, Decker and Jack leading the way scoring-wise for both sides. Rutgers starts on offense to begin the second half. Rutgers as a team shooting 40% in the first half. They only committed 6 turnovers. You'll take that against a very good defensive bunch in Wisconsin. Dumped down inside and the ball poked away by Hayes. Junior Itu just ran into a wall. in the form of number 10 for Wisconsin. Same five that began the game for Rutgers on the floor. E2, Jack, Mack, Lewis, and Daniels. Wisconsin once again playing without Frank Kaminsky, the senior All-American, dealing with concussion-like symptoms. They're hoping to get him back for Thursday against Nebraska.
Shot clock under 10. Let's see if Rutgers identifies that.
Daniels. One and done, rebounded by Koenig. Jackson wants to run, leaves it for Decker, who's fouled, and a chance for free throws for Sam Decker.
That is an example of a team that has played a lot together. Jackson doesn't dribble too deep. He takes one dribble too many. He's not going to have that angle. He understands where Decker is. And another small thing, Eric, rather than running in a straight line, Decker fanned out on the right wing to create a better passing angle from Jackson to Decker.
Decker misses at the free throw line. He is 2 for 4 at the stripe. He's got 10 points to go along with 3 rebounds. Wisconsin as a team, they are now 4 for 6. Rutgers 5 for 6 at the free throw line. Rutgers did not make a three-pointer in the first half. They're 0 for 4.
That's not unusual, Eric. They're last in the conference in three-point percentage, but Matt is their one relatively consistent threat, about a 30% three-point shooter on the year and the leading scorer for the Scarlet Knights overall.
And that is career three-pointer number 206 for Miles Mack. Decker bumped off his course by Greg Lewis.
Miles Mack struggled shooting the three-point shot in the first half, but here, little misdirection dribble. That's a tough shot for a right-handed shooter by Mack. Nice job of utilizing that second dribble as a rhythm dribble to allow him to go into a shooting motion.
And that foul is number 4 on Greg Lewis. So the junior from Baltimore has to leave post-haste. He's replaced by the freshman Shaquille Dorson. In case you're wondering, yes, Shaquille Dorson was named for Shaquille O'Neal. He's never met the man before. His parents thinking Shaquille O'Neal on his birth. Here's Hayes working against Dorson.
Nice job of showing the double team, forcing the ball out of Hayes' hands.
Gosser. He's had an uncharacteristically poor shooting day so far. He's now 0 for 4 from behind the three-point line.
Rutgers right now, that isolation play for Kadeem Jack paid dividends for it. Let's see if they go back to it.
Mack got his man up in the air. Oh, great patience. Mack waited for Jack, and he finishes with 2 hands at the rim. And a technical foul.
They must have called him for hanging on the rim. That's the only thing I can think of, or a taunt.
It is a technical foul on Kadeem Jack.
Excellent two-man game by Rutgers. He slapped the backboard.
So Rutgers had cut it to 8, and they had momentum in this building. But now 2 free throws with the clock stopped for Gosser.
And that's a shame for Rutgers because that play gave Rutgers a lot of momentum. Excellent two-person execution between Miles Mack and Kadeem Jack. Jack got the crowd going with the dunk. Now you've given momentum and scoring back to Wisconsin.
Eddie Jordan had a costly technical foul the last game that Rutgers played. That was out at Lincoln against Nebraska. The back-to-back games with technicals against the Scarlet Knights. Hayes has the freshman Dorson on it. Decker in the paint, hangs and scores. He's the whole package offensively.
And that's a shot when he came into Madison. There's no way he's making that shot because that required a great deal of upper body strength to play through some contact.
Jack, offensive foul. Wow, because of the technical foul and now that foul, that's 2 really quick fouls called on Kadeem Jack, giving him 3.
They slipped the screen. Hayes is well outside the restricted area. You slip it, rotate over. Rutgers may have a complaint. It didn't look like Hayes maintained verticality with his hands, but he certainly was there on the dribble drive.
Now Jack needs to be careful. He's still on the floor with 3 personal fouls. Gets in the passing lane. Jack is playing inspired here in the second half. And a foul on Decker going for the loose ball.
Kadeem Jack was a focal point of Rutgers' offensive game plan in the first half with isolation. They come back to it in the second. He had a technical the last time. This time he says, I'm going to take it all the way and send it in. He gets 2 on his own. Nice job of coming with that inside hand. And a smart decision by Decker not to compound it by giving the foul.
With the 3 fouls, Jack to the bench. He's replaced by Malik Coney. Wisconsin goes to their bench and bring in Duye Dukin. Here's Mack. 3-pointer good. His second of the second half. Dukin. Walled off. Wild shot. Rebounded Dorset. Here comes Daniel.
Nice job defensively by E2.
Nobody stopped the ball, and Decker forced it to knock it away, and Gosser the save. Wonderful team basketball by the Badgers.
There were 9 guys watching and 1 guy playing in that situation. The 1 player was Gosser. He didn't anticipate anything other than he was going to get the ball.
Dorson, the game's first block shot. And with that, a whistle. A timeout on the floor. Chance for everyone to catch their breath. This one turned out to be a good one. Rutgers roaring back, only down by 7. Basketball on BTN is brought to you by State Farm. It pays to double check. Talk to your agent today.
I make a lot of purchases for my business, and I get a lot in return with Ink Plus from Chase. Like 60,000 bonus points when I spent $5,000 in the first 3 months after I opened my account.
And I earned 5 times the rewards on internet phone services and at office supply stores.
With Ink Plus, I can choose how to redeem my points. Travel, gift cards, even cash back. And my rewards points won't expire.
So you can make owning a business even more rewarding. Ink from Chase, so you can.
The Motors Insurance Group protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. Motors Group of companies and independent agents in Big Ten country offer quality products backed by unparalleled claim service to protect your home, autos, business, and life. And because they have policyholders and not shareholders, serving your best interest is their only focus. This is Jim Jackson. Defend your peace of mind with a championship team. The Motors Insurance Group. You know us. Member of the National Association of Mutual Insurance Companies.
People from all walks of life compete to beat my Skullbuster. If you think you got what it takes, bring it. That's what I'm talking about. When you think you've seen it all, you get a matchup like this. I designed this course myself. Come get some. Oh, what a battle. Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge. New episode tonight at 8, 7 Central on CMT. Channel 327.
TNA Impact Wrestling has a new home, Destination America. Kurt Angle, the American legend, is back, and he's got company. Bobby Roode, Jeff Hardy, MVP, EC3, Lashley. Every belt, every champion, every title, TNA. More drama, more action, more impact. Impact Wrestling arrives at its new home, Destination America. Premieres Friday at 9.
Welcome back, everyone, on a Sunday night. Things are starting to get interesting. That's our drive to the hoop, brought to you by Motorist Insurance Group. Kadeem Jack getting the fans here at the rack jacked up.
But that first dunk that we showed there in that sequence of highlights was a very costly one for Rutgers because there was a conduct technical called on Kadeem Jack for slapping the backboard. Not only did it allow free throw opportunities for Wisconsin, but it also counted as a personal for Kadeem Jack. He now has 3 of those categories.
And that's why he's sitting down, replaced by the freshman Shaquille Dorson. Shot clock down at 5. Jackson notices, fires up a 17-footer and hits. This kid's got ice water in his veins.
And really nothing more you can do defensively if you're Mac. You kept Jackson in front of you, but the little step back and the taller player Jackson able to shoot over the top of Miles Mack.
It seems as if 95% of the shots Jackson's hit in his 4 years have been big ones. Again! Miles Mack, his 3rd three-pointer. 11 points for Mack, 9 in the second half. Jackson working on Mack. Hayes. Ooh, this kid everywhere. First three-pointer of the night for the sophomore Nigel Hayes.
And if you're Shaquille Dorson, you have to come out hands high. That was something that Rutgers was working on in the shoot-around on the closeout. You had to come out hands high. Dorson doesn't, and he's punished for it.
Dukin got off his feet, and Daniels makes him pay. Oh, and Gosser and Etu tangled up.
They call a double foul.
And a double foul, Gosser and Etu. That actually may benefit Wisconsin more than Rutgers. The simple fact that Rutgers not a great free throw shooting team, while Wisconsin is.
Nice little up and under move by Daniels. Rutgers playing with a great deal of confidence offensively. It was started with Kadeem Jack, but Miles Mack is getting it going from behind the arc. He was 0 of 3 from behind the arc in the first half, 3 of 3 here in the second stanza.
Gosser. Extra pass, Hayes. And Dukin traveled.
Tough passing quarters right there, and Dukin compounded it, Eric, by putting the ball on the floor. It wasn't a bad lead by Hayes. There wasn't a whole lot of room where Dukin can operate, but he diminished it further by putting the ball on the floor, allowing Rutgers to collapse defensively.
Now Dukin replaced by Bronson Koenig. Wisconsin playing without Frank Kaminsky for the first time in 2 years. Senior All-American. Took a shot to the face. The game against Purdue back on Wednesday. Dealt with concussion-like symptoms over the last couple of days.
Boy, is Trayvon Jackson hugging Mack. Dorson realizes it, fakes the dribble handoff, and then goes to the rim himself. But Jackson doing everything in his power to keep Miles Mack from catching the ball in that sequence.
Wisconsin's lead is just 5. Decker on Coney. Gosser. Oh, he thought that Miles Mack was coming at his legs. Miles Mack pretended as if he was going to dive towards Gosser's lower half. And I think that may have been seen by Gosser, causing the miss. Nice run to begin the second half for the Scarlet Knights. Coney, rainbow. And we're within 2.
Rutgers getting it done from behind the arc. Closing out this sequence with Malik Coney. He's 1 of 7 from deep. Shaquille Dorson goes to the rim. Wisconsin only up 2. The Scarlet Knights on the steed.
If you think only books and toys get delivered next day, you've got another thing coming. Alro Steel will get a wide variety of metals to your doorstep next day or whenever you need them. It doesn't matter if you need 1 piece or 100 pieces. We will cut them, package them, and deliver them on time and to perfection. So all you have to do is use them. Get to know Alro, your single source for metals.
Thank you for being a sailor and my daddy. Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad. Military families are thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. Our world-class service earned USAA the top spot in a study of the most recommended large companies in America. If you're current or former military or their family, see if you're eligible to get an auto insurance quote.
This is Trade Monster, nationally recognized with an award-winning trading platform. This is Trade Monster, customizable research and analysis designed to identify trade possibilities. This is Trade Monster, free webinars, education, live events, and more to enhance your trading. Trade Monster. No platform fees, no maintenance fees, and superior value on commissions. If you're an active stock, options, or futures trader, discover the power of Trade Monster.
Brock, don't have a meltdown. Look, I know your patty melt is missing, but this bacon Velveeta patty meltdown is mine. I'd be upset too. Definitely not in the TV. Did you check the bookcase? Oh, my bad. It was under the napkins. Don't have a meltdown. Have a bacon Velveeta patty meltdown.
The Bacon Velveeta Patty Meltdown with grilled onions and applewood smoked bacon at Hardee's.
Basketball on BTN is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Highest in customer satisfaction. Find your local agent at AutoOwners.com. And by Quicken Loans, for a mortgage experience that's engineered to amaze. Over the years, a ton of history here at Rutgers. A lot of big names. Jim Valvano, Eddie Jordan, Phil Sellers, James Bailey, Bob Wenzel, longtime head coach, also played here. After the timeout, Trayvon Jackson sets up shop on the wing. Badgers' lead is only 2. And a whistle and a foul will send Jackson to the line. Senior Trayvon Jackson close to automatic, shooting 87% at the line.
And Jackson, a couple possessions ago, Eric was able to use a little bit of a step back and shoot over the smaller defender, Mack. Here he's able to draw the contact on the elbow.
Now, Trayvon Jackson, if you took his father, Jim Jackson, into the backyard, they had a shooting contest. I bet Trayvon would win at the free throw line. He is getting real close to 90% on the year. He is now 35 for 41 on the season. Rutgers down 3. Rutgers in the second half, they've only missed 2 of their 10 shots. They're on a 15-6 run. Mack. Kidding!
And it looks like Trayvon Jackson might have come down on the foot of Mack.
That is now 4 second-half three-pointers made by Miles Mack.
Little dribble handoff, and this is deep. And that's exactly what happened. Trayvon Jackson, when he left his feet, that right or inside foot came down inadvertently right there, and he rolls that ankle on the landing on Miles Mack. Dribble handoff, that is deep. You come down, and right now all of the momentum is with the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. It started at the beginning of this half by utilizing the inside presence to pick and roll with Kadeem Jack. That forced Wisconsin then to start having to defend inside out, and the outside game of Rutgers has certainly answered the call. For Rutgers right now, how big is that third foul for the technical looking on Kadeem Jack? He's going to have to sit now for a little bit. If he doesn't have that conduct technical, he only has 2 fouls, and chances are he's in the ballgame.
So Wisconsin right now, at least for the moment, down 2 starters. No Frank Kaminsky and Trayvon Jackson being looked at on the Badger bench. Who's going to step up for the Badgers? Nigel Hayes really wants it. They don't find it.
Yeah, they got to give it to him.
Hayes working on a freshman in Dorson.
Nice job by Dorson moving his feet. Excellent job.
Shot clock down to 5. Decker has to fire. Rebounded by Hayes. He's got a double-double. Came in. Cold-blooded.
Second time Hayes has kept the possession. possession alive and found Koenig. In the first half, he was underneath the basket and kicked it out. Here he's at the foul line and finds Koenig in the corner.
Rutgers has not missed a three-pointer in the second half. They're a perfect 5 for 5 from behind the arc. Mack going to work, looking for help. Coney, long two. This kid started to hit some shots, came in shooting just 26% from the field.
This is a team in Rutgers, Eric, that only shoots 38% from the floor. Last in the conference in that category. They only score 58 points per ball game.
Rebounded, Decker sticks it up and in.
This is a great atmosphere. This is a lot of fun.
And we've got an officials timeout on the floor. It looks like Bishop Daniels is the latest in this line of walking wounded. Well, Sam Decker can't hit the initial shot, but Nigel Hayes says, we don't want the two. How about a three? Bronson Koenig. But Rutgers not to be denied. Malik Koenig, coming of age as a senior. This kid didn't play in the last 2 games. Where's he been? We've got a dogfight here in Piscataway.
Staples has everything you need for an attention-grabbing presentation. Brochures, business cards, and banners, all at low prices. Still need to grab your client's attention? Staples has that stuff too.
How much?
Make on budget happen, make presentations happen. Staples, make more happen.
No pictures of trucks pulling boats. No photos of men working on ranches. Just a Ram 1500 Eco Diesel that gets 156 more miles per tank than the Ford F-150 EcoBoost. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com.
That'll be $17.94.
How about we call it 13?
How about we what?
14?
Ma'am, we don't haggle on price.
$15.50.
You could save a lot of money by buying a 6-pack in the aisle.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Save big on 6 packs of 5-Hour Energy.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper here. Let's go, Dr. Pepper.
There you are. College football playoff trophy. Presented by Dr. Pepper. I know I'm not supposed to, but I just want to touch you. You were like the Greek god of trophies. Classic. Timeless. Wish I could host a party for you so I could introduce you to my friends. Selfie. What do you think you're doing?
I still see you, Larry.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper here. Let's go, Dr. Pepper.
Staples has everything you need for an attention-grabbing presentation. Brochures, business cards, and banners, all at low prices. Still need to grab your client's attention? Staples has that stuff too.
How much?
Make on budget happen, make presentations happen. Staples, make more happen.
Wisconsin, the 4th-ranked team in the country, playing without Frank Kaminsky, and they are in a big-time tussle with the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Frank Kaminsky, huge numbers, but also a calming influence. Maybe he would have been the guy that would have been able to stop this big-time run for Rutgers.
Rutgers shooting 83% here in the second stanza, and they have done it off turnovers, but it's been the three-point shooting that has been the difference, allowing Rutgers to be right in this ball game, Eric. They were 0 of 4 from behind the arc in the first half, 5 of 5 here in the second, 4 of those coming from Miles Mack. And then he shows you his ability to create for others. Coney knocking down a triple out of the corner and utilizing the screen and roll. Once you stretch a team out and space them, you can see the body language of Rutgers continuing to improve and rise. They shot 41% in the first half, 83% here in the second.
After the timeout, Bishop Daniels sitting on the bench for Rutgers. Back on the floor is Kadeem Jack, and we've got a foul called against Wisconsin.
Wisconsin foul 10 by
It's on Nigel Hayes. That's just the first foul on Hayes.
Hayes already with a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds. How about this line as well? 5 assists, no turnovers for the sophomore.
Miles Mack left unattended. And that'll be an over-the-back foul called on Shaquille Dorson trying to get the ball back.
Rutgers foul, 40, Shaquille Dorson.
Second foul on Dorson.
Team number 7.
And that's now 7 team fouls on Rutgers.
And Eric, this is an area where Wisconsin usually dominates their opposition in terms of going to the foul line. In their last game versus Purdue, it was a huge reason they were able to defeat the Boilermakers, going 25 of 31 from the line. Thus far, Wisconsin only 7 of 10. This is the 11th free throw attempt on the evening for the Badgers.
1-and-1 missed by Nigel Hayes, finally cleared by Jack. Scarlet Knights down 3. Here's Jack playing with 3 fouls.
Nice job by Gosser there, closing out under control on Matt.
Now Jack working against Decker. Shot clock down to 6. Grab dribble. Good footwork by Jack.
How about the jump stop, the fake with the left hand, then the step through and the baby hook. Kadeem Jack, big time performance.
Senior from Queens, went to legendary Rice High School. He's been a big name in these parts for a while. Foul on Dorson, his 3rd.
Kadeem Jack, they ran a lot of isolation plays in the first half. He's been saddled with foul trouble here in the second. But this is versatility. Up, under, step through, create space. Excellent individual offensive move for Kadeem Jack.
1-and-1 for Josh Gosser. This is the guy that Wisconsin wants at the free throw line. Made a pair earlier in this half on the technical foul. And Gosser with the rare clank. Rutgers a chance to take the lead. They have never led in today's game. They've been tied, but they've never been on top of the 4th-ranked team in the country. And Eddie Jordan wants to make sure this is a good possession. Timeout called by the Scarlet Knights.
Let's see, with 17 seconds to go here in this possession for Rutgers, utilizing the 2-man game between Mack and Jack has really provided some benefits for them. Let's see if they try to get those guys on the same side of the floor, maybe run a pick and roll and slip Jack to the rim.
Yeah, we are deep in the heart of Big Ten regular season basketball, and it's going to continue your way on Wednesday. Super Wednesday returning with a great doubleheader of action. First, you got Maryland hosting these Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Then Illinois taking on Northwestern in Evanston. It all starts 6:30 Eastern with the tip-off show presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. Malcolm Hill, last time out for Illinois, playing without Ravonte Rice. He had 28 points, a new career high.
You and I had the good opportunity to see him put that offensive performance up, but I tell you, another guy that stood out for me in that ball game was the play of senior Nana Egwu. He had one of the best defensive sequences you might see all year in the second stanza. He's a big reason that Illinois feels like they have a chance to make some noise even in the absence of Ravonte Rice.
Mack has missed his last 2. Under 9 minutes to play. Wisconsin, their only loss on the year at home against Duke. Koenig gets the screen from Vito Brown. Left alone. Nice offensive day for the sophomore.
He has answered the call. In the first half, he showed some versatility off the dribble there, utilizing some offensive patience, taking the dribble and allowing the traffic to clear.
Pretty nice collection of sophomores in Koenig and Nigel Hayes. Jack fouled by Decker. That's just foul number 2 on Sam Decker. And look at this, real nice hand given to Shaquille Dorson. Freshman going to the bench. Quality minutes for Eddie Jordan's bunch. Real nice job. He's got 4 rebounds, 2 points, but really active, good job defensively on Nigel Hayes as well.
And kind of held down the fort on both ends of the floor when Jack had to go to the bench with those 3 fouls here early in the second half.
Greg Lewis back on the floor. Lewis has 4 personal fouls. E2. Jack now against Hayes. He has put on a show in the second half. A little bit of everything for the senior Jack.
I wouldn't call that necessarily a Hakeem dream shake, more of a smoothie. But he gave him just a little bit of a move to create some space.
16 points now for Kadeem Jack. Wisconsin up just a single digit. Now, Wisconsin normally, they win laughers. Not tonight. They are being pressured by Rutgers. Decker, rebounded by E2. Chance to take the lead. Mack is fouled. Timeout on the floor. Kadeem Jack has come alive. A little bit of everything, taking it in the paint and bringing Wisconsin within a point. Basketball on BTN is brought to you by State Farm. It pays to double check. Talk to your agent today.
It was January 14th, 2011, playoff time. When mere mortals fall, but the great ones create their own destiny. Like Barry Patterson and his against all odds Hail Barry. He launched it past the front line, cleared the secondary, and threaded the needle to victory.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
That was close.
You ain't lying.
Let Quicken Loans help you save your money with a mortgage that's engineered to amaze.
Drownings are the #1 cause of accidental death for young children. Simple safety steps are the best way to prevent these tragedies. Make sure kids learn how to swim. Designate an adult water watcher to watch kids in and around water. Save the phone calls and texts for when the kids are out of the water. Properly fence all pools with fences at least 4 feet high and with self-closing, self-latching gates. When above-ground pools aren't in use, remove the ladders. When pools aren't in use, cover them. Teach kids to stay away from drains. And if a child is missing, check the pool or spa first. Consider the steps you take, then add a few more, because you never know which pool safety step will save a life, until it does. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
What a fun Sunday evening we've had here at the Rack. Rutgers down by just a single point against the 4th-ranked team in the country. And it has been a big night for a couple of seniors. There are Reese's perfect combination, Kadeem Jack, Miles Mack.
All 4 of Miles Mack's made threes have come here in the second stanza, and Kadeem Jack has put up those numbers very efficiently, and he's done it in spite of foul trouble, picking up 3 fouls in the early part of the second half, Eric.
And we are now officially tied. This is what it's all about. Wisconsin, the lone remaining unbeaten team in the conference, 3-0. They got a whole bunch of teams with just one less hot on their heels. First time today that Rutgers has been on top of Wisconsin.
Eric, this is a team in Rutgers that shoots 38% from the floor on the year. Thus far tonight, 55%.
Should pass along. Trayvon Jackson is out for the rest of the game. He injured his foot, we're told, by the sports information staff with Wisconsin. So Trayvon Jackson will not play. 2 starters not in the game for Wisconsin, Kaminsky and Jackson.
Really nice job by Rutgers of gapping Vito Brown and kind of coaxing him into taking that jump shot.
Here's Jack. Fakes one way, goes the other. And that's a wild shot. Last touch by Decker. It stays with Rutgers.
Eric, Frank Kaminsky out of this ball game, and earlier here in the second half, Trayvon Jackson contesting a three by Miles Mack, just landed awkwardly, rolling that ankle over, it appears on. He's out for the evening. Frank Kaminsky has not been a part of this ball game, well documented thus far.
Mack, rebounded by Dukin. Koenig, Hayes, Dukin, Decker, Gosser, the 5 on the floor for the Badgers. Decker. This is a Wisconsin team that, for the most part, hasn't been tested too frequently through 16 games. They average 20 points in terms of their victory margin. They average a 15-point margin of victory in Big Ten play. So knuckle biters are kind of a new concept for Wisconsin. And a foul on Gosser, number 4 on the senior.
And Rutgers, with the shot clock beginning to wind down, they clear out that right side of the floor and allow Mack to operate to his strong or right hand. And more importantly, if you are Rutgers, it gets your versatile defender that you're having to try to beat. Josh Gosser going to the bench now with his 4th foul.
And we see Zach Showalter in the game for the first time since early in the first half. So here at a pivotal moment, there's only 2 normal starters on the floor for Wisconsin, Decker and Hayes.
Nice job by Koenig of moving his feet there on Mack.
Wisconsin down 3. Where's Nigel Hayes been here in the second half? Koenig.
Contrast the last 4 possessions with the ball movement and personnel movement of Rutgers versus Wisconsin. You haven't seen the offensive fluidity that we're accustomed to seeing from Wisconsin here in the last 3 or 4 minutes of clock time.
Jack and Mack playing keep away. Now they'll start the offense with 12 on the shot clock. Mack inside, draws the foul. Dukin called for the block.
Rutgers, Eric, really doing a nice job here in the second half of spacing the floor, and it shows you dividends here. Dukin was expecting the dribble drive toward him and the handoff. He anticipates that, tries to jump the passing angle. Rutgers, wonderful recognition and a completion at the rim by Etu.
Rutgers starting to hit their free throws. Mack has made 3 in a row. He's now at 17 points for the evening. The stars have shined here tonight for Rutgers. Mack and Jack both putting up big-time numbers. And the rip away. It stays with Wisconsin. Dukin. Extra possession. Koenig the rebound.
No need to panic if you're Wisconsin. Still plenty of time. But they've been put in a scramble situation because of the defensive activity of Rutgers.
Hayes, 9 on the shot clock. And a blocking foul called on Rutgers. Finally, something goes the way of Wisconsin. Wisconsin on their heels. Rutgers on top of the 4th-ranked team in the country by 5.
Introducing the State Farm National Bureau of Assists. Sebastian Curry, twin of Stephen Curry, has a master's in disasters. Summer Bird, twin of Sue Bird,
stops at nothing except stoplights. Darius Lillard, twin of Damian Lillard, says there's no I in assist. Don Stockton, twin of John Stockton, Chief Assist Officer. And of course, Cliff Paul, assisting as a new starting five.
There's only one chicken sandwich this exciting. Wendy's Asiago Ranch Chicken Club with rich Asiago, thick cut bacon, and creamy ranch.
Yes, all points explode when the story was told. I dream about the cheddar, ice chiseled and gold.
I make a lot of purchases for my business, and I get a lot in return with Ink Plus from Chase. Like 60,000 bonus points when I spent $5,000 in the first 3 months after I opened my account.
And I earned 5 times the rewards on internet phone services and at office supply stores.
With Ink Plus, I can choose how to redeem my points. Travel, gift cards, even cash back. And my rewards points won't expire.
So you can make owning a business even more rewarding. Ink from Chase, so you can.
Wow, what a shocker we have developing out in Piscataway. Hi there, I'm Mike Hall here in Chicago, reminding you when this game is done, stay right where you are. We'll have plenty of post-game on this matchup between Rutgers and Wisconsin. But also, we'll be getting ready for you rest of the day on BTN. Illinois and Nebraska follows it. Then a brand new episode of The Journey, The Taste of Coaching, and BTN Basketball and Beyond. It's all coming up. But first, we got to see how this one pans out. Back out to Eric and Sean.
Mike, thank you so much. Yeah, this is wonderful theater here in Piscataway. It's a 5-point lead for the locals. Would be a huge program-changing win for Rutgers. Just 4 games into their Big Ten Conference season to knock off the 4th-ranked team in the country.
Offensively, Rutgers has done a wonderful job of spreading the floor. They did it with some early 3-point shooting, and then that allowed path to the rim, witnessed by the fact now the Scarlet Knights shooting 68% here in the second half. The other thing that hops out at you, Wisconsin, so much of what they do is getting to the foul line and converting. The Badgers average 15 points per game from the foul line, coming off a performance versus Purdue where they go 25 of 31. Thus far this evening, only 12 trips to the charity stripe for Wisconsin with 7 conversions.
Well, Nigel Hayes is going to be at the free throw line. Sean Morris, we talked a lot about Nigel Hayes and his influence on the game in the first 20 minutes. It seems as if we haven't talked about him nearly as much here in the second half. Why is that?
Rutgers recognized that so much of what Wisconsin was able to do was going through him, so they've shown him a variety of double teams. They've waited till he started to make his move. You've seen the double teams come from different angles, trying to get the ball out of Hayes' hands.
And the free throw's not falling right now for Wisconsin. 4 for 9 at the free throw line in the second half. Oh my! Well, if that's going to happen, Wisconsin's in big time trouble. 3.5 remaining. Rutgers looking for a huge upset. Jack slides past Decker. I think Kadeem Jack's won that battle. He has played really well against Sam Decker. 18 points for Jack. Rebounded by Showalter, who's fouled.
It's been Miles Mack on the perimeter and Kadeem Jack on the inside. They spread the floor, do the Scarlet Knights. What that does is it takes away all the defensive help. Dukin needed to take another half a step to take away. Dukin needs to take a half a step right there rather than the wave at Jack and help out his teammate Sam Decker. A rare team breakdown defensively by Wisconsin.
And you don't know what you're going to get here. Showalter, 16 of 19. Limited time at the free throw line this year, but the stroke is pure. He makes the first. Nowhere on that bench for Wisconsin will you find Trayvon Jackson. Still in the locker room, dealing with a foot injury. We're told he's not coming back. So Wisconsin having a comeback without two starters on the floor. No Frank Kaminsky and no Trayvon Jackson.
And the next time that they isolate Kadeem Jack, let's see if Wisconsin decides it's worth giving the foul, because as high level as Jack has played offensively tonight, free throw shooting has not been his forte on the year. Only under 60% shooting from the charity stripe for Jack.
Rutgers, wow, they've never beaten a top 5 team. Closest was back in 1982 over a number 6 ranked West Virginia Mountaineers. They have a chance for history. Here's Jack on Decker, and another foul called on Decker. So Jack to the free throw line.
I don't mind that foul. If you're Wisconsin, with the confidence with which Jack is playing right now, force him to think and get to the foul line rather than react off the dribble. As we talked about, this has not been an area of strength for Kadeem Jack thus far this season.
1-1 for the senior. Your crystal ball. Oh my, it stays with Rutgers.
And it is not under 2 minutes, so they're not going to go and take a look at the possession. Right now, if you're Wisconsin, you can't assume anything. Yeah, it looked like that might have gone off Rutgers. I think Rutgers caught a break there.
Here's Lewis. Rutgers not in any hurry. Mack being hounded by Koenig. Mack rebounded Showalter.
Nice job by Koenig of utilizing his size advantage over Mack and forcing him to put more loft under that.
Showalter. Hayes. What a subtle little move to create space by Hayes, and Wisconsin within 3.
Well, it was subtle off the dribble, but when he got to the rim, the subtlety went away as he put his shoulder right into the chest of the Rutgers defender. Watch here. This is the subtlety. Now, this is about as subtle as a 2x4 to the head. Give me all of that. Nice job by Hayes, creating space, playing through contact. Hayes has been wonderful tonight on the road for Wisconsin.
Well, this is a lot of fun because normally you think Wisconsin. Trayvon Jackson's hit a lot of big shots at the end of games over the years. Trayvon Jackson, of course, not going to play the rest of the day. This is when he landed awkwardly on the shoe tops of Miles Mack. He's still in the locker room. So Trayvon Jackson's hit some big shots at the end of games in the last couple of years. Frank Kaminsky is the guy who's been the alpha male so far this year for Wisconsin. Both those guys are going to be unable to help offensively in the last 149. Who will take the job of taking the shots?
I'll tell you who is due for a made shot here tonight is Josh Gosselin. He has been very, very efficient from behind the arc coming into this ball game. Has struggled. Rutgers may allow him an open look, especially if they double down on Hayes.
One possession game. Mack turns the corner. Lewis, the follow-up. Badgers down 5. Three-pointer Hayes. 2-point game. 1 minute to play. Rutgers not calling timeout. Mack, nowhere to go. Mack got it! Shot clock off. Badgers down. The sophomore got it, and it's a 1-point game.
And they will certainly take a look just to confirm that they called it a 3 initially. They're going to certainly take a look and see where his foot was in relationship to the three-point arc.
Well, the scoreboard right now gives him credit for a 2. The scoreboard has the clock, or the score at 64-62. So the call on the floor was a 2-pointer. And it will be upheld. They're not looking at the monitor. That was a really brief check. It was indeed a 2-pointer.
Yeah, he's clearly inside.
Yeah. So instead of a 1-point game, it is a 2-point game. Rutgers up a pair with the ball.
And Rutgers can run the floor. They can run the baseline right here, and you take a look at the situation foul-wise. Rutgers is not in the double bonus. So if you're Wisconsin and you give a common foul, it's still a 1-and-1. If you are Rutgers, you want to make sure that you've utilized that screen and roll with Kadeem Jack. You don't want to give him the ball in this situation. He's not a very good foul shooter. You have to believe that Wisconsin is emphasizing, as much as Kadeem Jack has played well on the offensive end of the floor, if he catches it in a position right now with 24 seconds, you give the contact.
Wisconsin does not have a timeout remaining. If there is a held ball, it favors the Badgers. Mack to inbound. Jack is fouled immediately. Oh, so Jack will come the other way and shoot a 1-and-1.
And that's really smart by Hayes of understanding that Jack caught the ball. And if you're Rutgers, maybe it was E2 or someone else that needed to come and meet that pass from Miles Mack on the inbound situation.
It looked like Jack wanted to get it right back to Mack, but that would have been a dangerous proposition because Mack was still out of bounds.
Yeah, he hadn't established position inside yet.
Oh, my.
Now, if you are Wisconsin, you always emphasize foul line box out situations. It is of paramount importance now.
Jack 59% at the stripe. 1-and-1. Chance to put Rutgers up 4.
That's money. But if you're Wisconsin, that's exactly what you wanted to do. And for Rutgers, Kadeem Jack delivers.
No timeouts for Wisconsin. Someone's going to have to fire. Hayes. Rebounded by Rutgers. And we're going to have free throws. It's almost done for the Scarlet Knights. In a double bonus situation. 2 free throws for Miles Mack. And that's going to pretty much do it. Lead is now 5. Mack 5 for 5 at the free throw line. Our Quicken Loans amazing performance. Kadeem Jack playing with an upset stomach. 20 points and some big free throws here in the final minute. Final shot of the day. Decker comes up empty, and they're going to storm the court here at the rack. victory tonight in Piscataway. In the long history of Rutgers, never have they beaten a top 5 team, but tonight they have. The 4th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers go down for the first time in 9 games. Their 8-game winning streak is over. And Rutgers with a huge win for their program. Rutgers a winner over Wisconsin. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights improbably now back to the 500 mark in Big Ten play. This is a team with a loss on this floor against the Northwestern Wildcats to begin the Big Ten slate. A win over Penn State, most recently a loss against Nebraska, but tonight, the best game of the year for Kadeem Jack, Miles Mack, and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Their second half is something they'll be talking about for years to come. The basket looked about as big as a manhole cover. Miles Mack started the parade, making 4 consecutive three-pointers, and then at the end, it was Kadeem Jack getting inside and finishing with a flourish. Can't ask for much better on a Sunday night here at the Rack. And if you're looking for more excitement, we're just getting started. We still have another game coming your way right here on BTN. We've got Illinois and Nebraska. I hope it can match this one. Let's go down to the floor. Sean Moore standing by. Sean.
Congratulations on a tremendous individual performance. At shoot-around today, they weren't even sure if you were going to be able to play. Talk about what it meant for you to get started early.
It meant a lot because I wasn't feeling well. I got a stomach virus. And hitting the first couple shots really got me in my groove and kept me going all night, too.
You guys really executed well in the half-court set. You getting going, it looked like they were running some clearouts for it in the first half.
Yeah, coach just told me keep going to the basket, because sometimes I get happy with the jump shot. So today I tried to make sure to get in the paint first, and then everything else started falling after.
You had one win over Penn State, but Kadeem, talk about what this win means to you and your team as you enter Big Ten play.
It means a lot. It means a lot because we just beat a ranked team, and it shows us we got it, and that's all.
Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you very much.
Well, 20 points on 8 of 13 shooting for Kadeem Jack, and also really big. 4 made free throws in 5 attempts. That was crucial. Somewhere in the middle of that pack, Eddie Jordan is beaming as he is standing by with Sean Moore. Sean, take it away.
Coach, congratulations on a tremendous team effort, but talk about what Kadeem Jack gave you at shoot-around today. You weren't even really sure if he was going to be able to play.
Well, Kadeem's been sick for 3 days, and he just gutted it out. A lot of heart, a lot of guts. We're proud of him.
Talk about the play you also got in the backcourt from your senior, Miles Mack. Not able to get it going from behind the arc in the first half, but really picked it up in the second.
Well, we've been emphasizing drive the ball. We're not good on scoring. We're not high on scoring, but we're trying to readjust what we're trying to do. Drive, post up, drive, and that's what worked tonight.
You guys really seem to understand when you had mismatches, especially with Kadeem Jack. Is that something you emphasized, especially in the first half?
Well, we didn't care who was on him. We wanted to get him in the post. We wanted to get him on pick and pops to a drive. We wanted to get Miles in an open floor. So, look, it was their guy. The guys just did it themselves. I'm happy. I'm proud of them. And it was a great crowd. It was a great homestand for us.
Coach, I know it's just one win, but early in your Big Ten tenure, what can a win like this mean for your program?
Well, we're going to take a day at a time. And we just got to make sure that we win with class and that we continue to get better.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy the win. Great job.
Yeah, some of the biggest wins in Rutgers Scarlet Knights history have come on that man's watch. As a player, an assistant coach, and now the man in charge. Eddie Jordan, congratulations. Rutgers Scarlet Knights, congratulations. You guys played a whale of a game. Kadeem Jack, 20 points. Miles Mack, 21 points. Just a terrific game to watch, and the number 4 team in the country goes down. Final score is 67-62. Coming up next on the Big Ten Network, Big Ten Game Break, followed by Illinois and Nebraska. For Sean Morris, I'm Merrick Collins saying so long. Now let's send it back to the studio.